Well, good morning, everybody. This is Colin Sandberg from Backbone Performance, and I'm down here at the Tour of Southern Highlands. Just finished stage one. We had a couple kids from young medalists in the junior race, William Walton and Sean Gadish. Both did respectable. This was just a 1.2 mile time trial, so 2.5 to 3 minutes. Really fast, really short, really painful. And let's see, Sean finished in 10th place with a time of 2:36. Will finished in 33rd with a time of 2:46. Both still in it. This is a short, really prologue time trial, so probably not going to be super decisive in the outcome of the overall race, but it's bragging rights, and you get a sense of who the contenders are. A lot of it comes down to just warming up properly and getting to the start on time, making sure your equipment's working all right, making sure you're shifting and braking all right. Don't crash, of course. I always say I hate to frame things in the negative and tell people just don't crash, but a lot of it is just about getting through this. Doesn't mean you can go easy, because this did have a 25% time cut. That only comes out to about 30 seconds. So not a whole lot of room for error, but kids got through it. I did it myself, so if you hear me wheezing here, that's why. And definitely guilty of not practicing what I preached, didn't warm up enough. In all fairness, I was making sure the juniors got off okay, so I had to shorten my warm-up to about 15 minutes. Wasn't quite enough, but you know, I'm here just being able to race is kind of a bonus while I'm down here, so I'll take whatever I can get. This afternoon, we have a 20-mile circuit race, 4-mile loop. The juniors are doing 5 laps of that. So, again, I don't think it's going to be as decisive as tomorrow's road race, which is going to be a hard, hilly, technical, challenging 75-mile road race for the juniors. But, you know, this is an area where things can slip away, brake can get up the road, everybody's just sort of trying to get through it, waiting for tomorrow, and then before they know it, they get caught out behind a split, or a breakaway gets a couple minutes up the road. So you do need to keep your eyes open, and there are time bonuses halfway through. 5, 3, and 1 seconds for the top 3, and then at the finish, 10, 6, 4 seconds, plus points for the sprint jersey. So those will definitely be hotly contested. We'll see what happens. Our guys are looking good, looking strong. Nice to be down here in some warmer weather and in the sun, not back home on the in the mid-Atlantic where they've had some pretty bad snowstorms. So we're thinking about you guys. And finally, I just wanted to mention how, along the lines of what I was talking about yesterday, that so much of racing really does come down to just logistics and the basics. And I always say, I try to stress that with the juniors, you know, just the basics of riding, taking care of your equipment, getting to the races on time, getting to roll out, wearing the right clothing, eating the right foods, eating enough foods, just keeping your head up. You know, not any crazy chessboard tactics, just the basics. Just, you know when to get to the front, know when you can relax, these sort of things. And you know, even though that's especially important to learn when you're young, when you're a junior, really at every level of the sport this is the case, just taking care of the basics. I mean, even in the Tour de France, when you're at the highest level of the sport and you've got a team that's taking care of everything you need, and you've got professional mechanics there looking after your bike, you've got massage therapists, you've got feeders, and so you may not have to worry about a lot of the things that that us amateurs do and juniors do, but still, you get extremely tired, and anybody who's ever done even a weekend stage race knows how tired you get and how these little things start to slip. So just planning things out, you know, how much time you need to do your warm-up, what you need to wear, just looking at the basics of the course. What are the decisive parts going to be? What are the dangerous parts of the course that I need to really keep my head, either dangerous from a technical sense, or there's potholes, or steep descent or something, or dangerous in terms of this is where a brake could go. So I want to keep my eyes open and pay attention, not let something get up the road, because it might be difficult to move up at that point. Just these really basic things, looking at them, preparing for the race, end up being so much of racing. And as any director sportif knows, that really is the majority of what we do. It's not, again, working out these like chess game tactics. It's making hotel reservations and car rental reservations, and organizing where you're going to park and when you're going to have the team meetings and things like that. That is really so much of what it comes down to, and it's simple stuff, but this is the stuff that will lose you races if you don't pay attention to it, and it's difficult to do the more tired you get. And trust me, we get tired as director sportifs too, running around, sometimes working late hours, making sure everybody is looked after. It's not just about being a rider. And if you are a rider, and you even at high levels where you do have that professional mechanic and you do have that soigneur there, it's still important to look after yourself, because the mechanic might have done something with your bike, and maybe in the best intentions, but maybe adjusted your fit a little bit, and that can lose you the race right there. Or you might get a bottle that's something that your GI system doesn't handle very well, or I had a case where somebody had left a little bit of soap in the water bottles and made everybody on the team sick. So you got to really look after yourself ultimately, even when you have a whole team of people that's there to help you out. So sign off for now, give you an update later on. I will talk to you soon.